This is the dehydrated ramen, so we're gonna try to get it into this disc right here. Okay.
What up, it's your boy Josh, aka the Fry Daddy, aka Captain Spork, aka Mr. Mega Stove. And it's that time again. It's that time again for the first time in 2 years. Welcome back. It's time to take two iconic snacks, smash them together, and see if they create a beautiful snack baby. Now, we asked you which two snacks you want to see smashed together, and you said?
Oreo and Top Ramen.
Oreo?
These are Oreos and this is Top Ramen.
Lily, you are gaslighting me. You have to stop gaslighting me. It's not working. Will this snack be a smash? Find out, because this is Smash Snack. Lily, before we start, we gotta decide if we're making ramen Oreos or Oreo ramen.
Okay.
I feel incredible about Snack Smash being back. If I'm honest, I don't remember why we didn't do it, but someone sent me a tweet and was like, can you bring back Snack Smash? And I was like, what the hell is Snack Smash? But at least they didn't ask me to bring back food fears. I have an idea. We got Oreos right here. Okay. We gotta make some ramen Oreos. We just gotta see how the flavor, don't poo-poo it before you try it. Wait, that's so much better. It's so much yellower than I imagined.
Okay, I need my vegetables. The way I feel about ramen is that I freaking love it. I used to eat a pack a day, and by used to, I mean like last week I did that.
Yeah, this is the healthy part of ramen. You get a little
It's gonna be so dry.
Shh, no, you hydrate it with your spit. Here. Okay, this is ramen Oreos. To Snack Smash's triumphant return. Now, the open Oreo with ramen powder, that's actually a very special dish to me. My grandma invented this dish. She gave me the recipe, and I just wanted to show Lily, you know, something from my heritage, where I come from. She called it Ramoreos. It's a portmanteau of ramen and Oreo, you dummy. Tastes like if you dropped a bunch of Fritos into a thing of Ovaltine. So it's kind of good. You like it? What the hell's wrong with your palate? We've ruined you. You realize that?
Yeah, I don't know what's happening. I wasn't surprised when Josh passed me an Oreo with a ramen packet in it. That's something that he would have done off camera as well.
Ramen flavored Oreos?
Yeah, no.
No, not gonna work. So we're doing, ruined my day. We're making Oreo flavored ramen. So right now we're gonna be making the Oreo flavored noodles. We're gonna do like the classic flavor of Oreos, which is mostly this stuff.
It smells dark.
It smells dark. This is called black cocoa. So this is like why Oreos taste more chocolatey than any other chocolatey cookie out there. It's black cocoa. So we're doing like a pretty traditional ramen noodle, right?
Yes.
What separates ramen noodles from like an Italian noodle?
I don't know.
It's this. Okay, so no, it's baking soda. So baking soda is a big thing in a lot of like the Japanese suffix men literally means noodle, which comes from the Chinese mian. And like the big difference in that is that you're using sodium bicarbonate, AKA baking soda, to give it a chewier texture. It also gives it that little yellow color. So we add that to water first because we do want to make legit ramen noodles, but we're trying to make instant ramen noodles, which has like some extra. Do we just dump this in there?
Yeah, just dump it in
right now. Dessert ramen, you down?
I really don't know how this dish is going to work. You basically have to add a lot of cocoa powder to the dough, and I don't know how that's gonna react to it, but it does sound really good.
So we got Dutch processed cocoa. That's an alkali processed cocoa powder, I believe. It has a little bit more chocolatey-ness than a normal cocoa powder, and then the black cocoa is really gonna give it that lovely, lovely color.
A little powdered sugar.
Just for the sweetness. And then we got, this is pure chocolate extract, which is the stuff that like makes Tootsie Rolls taste like Tootsie Rolls. Salt, and then vital wheat gluten. This is literally, so gluten is the protein that is in wheat and some other things that effectively gives noodles their tensile strength. And we want these to be the strongest noodles because once we mix this up, we then gotta, you do it. I don't know how to work machines, I'm scared.
Oh, it's not good.
We're so good at cooking. Yeah, there it is. So that gluten is what's gonna like make the noodles really hold together, especially because we're doing some like silly chicanery here. We want that extra strength, we want that extra bounce.
Strong noodles for strong growing Mythical
Lily, show them your
kitcheneers.
muscles. We're big boys.
I honestly have been working out.
Look at that.
I know.
Yo, what, Pilates?
Why would you assume Pilates? Because I'm a girl?
No, for legal purposes, I don't assume that only women do Pilates. We're an equal opportunity employer here at Mythical. entertainment. You could, listen. No. Don't you come here accusing me of sexism. I went to a Pilates class recently and I was the only man and I was embarrassed. Not because I was a man doing Pilates, because I was bad at it. It's very difficult. Lily, I respect your Pilates habit. Also, Lily's deceptively swole.
I like a lot of reps and you see some results coming in.
This is spinning up. We're gonna toss in this sodium bicarbonate water. Do you believe in adding things gradually to mixers?
Eggs, yes, but I don't like for water. You just throw it in.
The machine takes care of it.
Yeah, it figures it out.
I think we gotta get this together by hand eventually, right?
Yeah.
All right. Hell yeah.
It smells so chocolatey.
It's the chocolate extract that just makes it like utterly reek. I think this is gonna turn out really well. There is precedent for sweet pastas as well as sweet soups throughout the world. In Poland, they will just put butter and sugar on pasta, or they'll even eat it with milk, which I think is really rad. So I was about to say another example of a sweet soup that's also from Poland. I think this will work really well with the Polish-American market. Look, come on, you gotta get the strong forearms. You gotta get those buff Italian grandma forearms. The forearm della nonna. That's what we need.
Call me Nonna.
That's right, what's Italian for grandson?
Italiano grandson. Good job.
That's racist. That's pretty good. I think this is great. We got like a lump of, like turd lump?
There's some ramen powder in there.
Oh, that was me, I blew it all around.
Oh yeah.
All right, so we got this. We're gonna roll this out, extrude it into ramen noodles, and then we can get to boiling. Can you start rolling out that dough? We're gonna feed it through the pasta sheeter, and then we actually have the, I'll call it a ramen attachment. I'll call this a ramen attachment. Technically, it's probably the like capellini attachment or whatever, but it's gonna be thin, delicious chocolate noodles. And hey, speaking of Oreos, go over to spork.com to see all the Oreo content you could ever want. Check out Jordan Myrick's article about what your Oreo preferences says about your Pride partying style. You don't have to wait till Pride Month next year. Start doing your research early now. All right, so Lily, tell me about the secrets behind not messing up extruding pasta on a pasta sheeter, because I can't do it.
You can't roll it out?
No, can't try.
Yeah. You just gotta turn the handle. So the pasta sheeter has different settings on it by the width of the way you're rolling your pasta out. So you always wanna roll out your dough a little bit, set your pasta sheeter to 0, run it through there a couple times, and then you gradually add on the numbers, and that will make the sheets of dough thinner and thinner to whatever thinness that you'd like it. Look, you're doing it.
Yeah, but I'm not comfortable.
Wow, it looks great, Josh.
Yeah, thanks. Okay, wait, no, let me do it again. But how do you switch hands now? No, I can do it.
Okay.
No, I don't. Help.
Oh my.
Help.
Josh's moods range from panicking a lot about something that he's cooking to coming into the kitchen and rummaging through the fridge and just eating whatever he can find. There weren't really many surprises when I came to work here.
This smells like wet dog.
It does, but like in an Oreo way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, like a dog, because if a dog got an Oreo in its mouth,
it would die, because dogs can't eat chocolate.
No, dogs can't eat chocolate.
No, they can't.
They shouldn't, they can.
You cannot feed chocolate to dogs.
Most dogs are just strays. They're just living out there. They're eating out of dumpsters. They're, hanging out in abandoned warehouses, eating little meth crystals that fell on the ground. Like, try not to feed your dogs meth, but things can happen. It's a dog. They are resilient. Okay, so instant ramen, it's not just like raw ramen dough in a cup. It's like dehydrated, and then it's actually like deep fried in a weird process in the factory. And that's what makes it so oily and delicious, and that's what makes it be preserved and able to be cooked in 1 minute. This is looking good now, right?
Yeah, that's nice.
Yeah. All right, now we're gonna run it through the sketty.
Do you want me to hold it?
Yeah, I need help. We all need help. Listen, there's no shame in admitting you need a little help. Do I do it? No, but you should. Here we go. Don't turn your hands in there.
Oh, yeah.
It's gonna be like a Tesla factory in here, all the mangled bits. Listen. We're doing current events. It's pretty freaking good, right?
It looks really good.
Just
throw it in.
Okay, you gotta do it, but then you gotta go in with your hands.
Oh, no.
No, you gotta go in with your hands and kind of break it up. There we go, perfect.
My go-to ramen order is I always get 2 eggs, and I like it super spicy, lots of mushrooms, bok choy.
My go-to ramen order is actually something called sukemen, which they'll only serve at a couple ramen places. They call it dipping ramen. You take like a really rich tonkotsu broth that's with all the collagen from those pork bones, you reduce it down into a gravy, and then you like pick up the noodles and dip it in what is ostensibly ramen gravy, and you go, and it's just one of the best experiences of my entire life. Do you reckon at this point in the process that this is gonna be a tasty thing?
I think it's gonna be good if you like your Oreos like hot and chewy.
I actually do. It's the messed up thing.
What do you do? Like dip it in like hot milk or something?
Yeah, well, not necessarily. This is an actual thing that I do. I'll take Oreos, it's a special occasion. Take Oreos, put it in a coffee mug, cover it with milk, microwave it, let it sit for 5 minutes, let it rest, and then it just becomes a paste that you can eat with a spoon.
Why do you eat so many pastes?
What do you mean by Lily, the world is built on flavorful pastes.
No.
That was the only desserts they had for thousands of years. It was like, we ground nuts with like honey, now it's flavor paste.
Yeah,
Eat
well,
it.
we're not 1,000 years ago.
We should have been. They
There's
weren't so much
crunch
different than
now.
us. They weren't so much different than us. You know, all the world's religions, they all believe in the same stuff. Why not believe in flavorful pastes? That's all I'm saying.
That's fair.
Except for Scientology, that's a new one. Should we do type 5 on Scientology? All right, noodles are done. So we're just gonna shock them in an ice bath so it stops the cooking immediately. And then we can go in and we can just kind of like twiddle it like that to make sure they don't stick together.
They look like little wormies.
Little dirt and worms, look at that.
Wormies.
So did you grow up eating dirt and worms? Chocolate pudding, Oreo crumbs on top, boom, gummy worms. Flavors make absolutely no sense. In a vacuum, I don't love it. But when you were a kid, so special.
Yes, actually.
Wait, hold on. Are you talking about like actual earthworms?
Yeah.
Hold on, you just ate dirt and worms?
Well, my mom had looked over at me at my brother's baseball game, and I had a worm hanging over my mouth like this, and she snatched it away. But I've been to a lot of my brother's baseball games, and I'm pretty sure a few probably got down.
I actually really enjoy cooking worms. I've fried some earthworms, did a nice little tempura batter on it. I've cooked a lot of mealworms, although one time I ordered mealworms to my house and it freaked me out because I thought they'd be dead, but they were alive, so I just threw them in the freezer. But it turns out you can freeze mealworms and they come back to life, so then I just threw them directly into the pan. But I made like an al pastor kind of marinade and put them in tacos. They're good. We got the chocolate noodles out. We need to figure out how to make them a circle so we can fit them into the actual top ramen thing.
Right.
Do you think we're equipped to do that?
Yeah, I feel like we have circular things to put it in.
You like circle thing plus heat plus time
Yep.
equals top ramen.
Yes.
I'm believing
the
that
formula.
equation. That's the only math I know.
All right, Josh, so we have our noodles here. They've been drying out a little bit. We are going to dehydrate them into this ramekin over here. It's about the same size, right, as this. This is the dehydrated ramen, so we're gonna try to get it into this disc right here. Okay.
Anyone can put wet noodles in a cup, but it's really important that we actually dehydrate these noodles to mimic the top ramen itself. So we're putting it in a ramekin that's almost the exact size as the cups that the top ramen are coming in. And when you dehydrate the noodles, we're actually gonna spray a little bit of the non-stick spray on it because ramen noodles are deep fried in the factory, and that's gonna allow it to hydrate really, really well. So it's cooked, then dehydrated, then recooked, eliminating a lot of the cooking time. So we're just gonna dehydrate this. It's a satisfying thud. We're gonna dehydrate that until that's just completely dehydrated.
Josh is surprisingly very similar to how he is on camera and in real life.
I feel like Lily would describe me as deceptively professional because I think I am deceptively professional.
Really?
This is going great. All right, we got the noodles. I feel really good about this plan. I think it's gonna work. There's nothing that should stop it from working, right?
No, totally.
Because we're kick-ass at cooking.
Yeah, we don't mess up at all. No.
We got the noodles, and now the powder is the other part. So we're gonna make a little powder packet. Powdered sugar, we want this to be sweet.
Yes.
This is a dessert product.
Yeah.
They got the savory ramen on lock. We're coming in with the sweet ramen. So we're going powdered sugar, and then we're actually going with a little bit of dehydrated milk powder because that's gonna turn it actually milky and not just be sweet water. And then we got a bunch of Oreo fillings that we ran through a dehydrator just in case, but I guess Oreo filling would already be dehydrated because it is literally, it's just hydrogenated oil.
Yep.
Which no longer has trans fats in it, because look up the Nabisco Oreo trans fat lawsuit. Really fascinating history behind it. But anywho, partially hydrogenated oil, powdered sugar, that's basically what that is.
Okay.
So that means there's a lot of fat going in there. And anytime you're trying to turn fat into a powder, you add maltodextrin, because that's what's gonna actually soak that up. And then we got a little bit of sour cream powder.
Yeah.
Because we're just, yeah, right? Then we got vanilla powder in there just to give it some actual flavor, so it's not just sweet. So we got all that chocolate extract, some vanilla extract, and that's just gonna create that really like, I'd call it like a heady aroma, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You ever like, I was just gonna do that, dude, what the hell?
Try it, I wanna see
what the hell?
happens.
No, I've done that before. I stuck a knife into a blender once, roll the tape. Did I do that? Jaleel White, come on the show. So we combine all these powders. Hopefully all the fat is absorbed by that maltodextrin and we can get a nice like clean powder on there. All right, probably ain't gonna get more blended than that. Uh-oh, it's still on.
Put your hand in there.
Okay. It reeks of dairy.
Yeah,
It
I can
reeks of
really
dairy.
smell the milk powder.
Okay, so you know how the government just pays farmers to like dump millions of gallons of milk into the soil every year?
No.
Look up the
I didn't
dairy
know that.
subsidy.
Why?
Because it has to do with like World War II and supply lines and almond milk, because we don't like dairy anymore.
Oh.
Got a bunch of people like Nicole and Vika like, I'm lactose intolerant. It's like, they used to just deal with it. People used to crap their pants all the time, and now we're dumping millions of gallons of dairy into the soil. Anyways, it feels like one of those fields that they did that, because this just reeks kind of rotten dairy. Let's try
Yeah,
it.
it definitely does.
I don't know why we have the like shawarma spoon here. Eat it. Is good?
I mean,
Wait. Well up the spit in your mouth and see how it hydrates it.
nice, smooth. Smooth, milky broth in my mouth.
I'm so confident. Okay, we're making our little packet. Here, open the packet.
Okay.
This is gonna, no, Lily.
Great.
This is gonna be great. Hold on. Just don't take
Confidence.
this
Me.
into an airport.
No.
Are you getting any in your pants?
Yeah.
Yeah, that happens to me too.
I am very skeptical of this Oreo ramen, but I actually do think it's gonna be a smash.
I feel good about that.
Yeah, that looks great.
I'm not gonna lie, we've had a lot of misses on Snack Smash before, but Oreo ramen I think is kind of a guaranteed hit. It's gonna be sweet, it's gonna be creamy, it's gonna be chewy, chocolatey, and noodly. I don't see any way this could go wrong. We got the noodles dehydrating, we got our pack. The only thing left to do is cut to the packaging. Alrighty, friends, we got our official Top Ramen Oreo flavor here.
Yes.
It used to have a racist name, and then they changed it to Oreo flavor.
Yeah.
That's a joke. Look up the history of the soy sauce flavor. Anyway, let's open up the packages.
Also, I'm here now. Hi.
Oh, I should explain what's going on. We are all going to Constructor Bowls of Ramen. We got the delicious dehydrated nudes in there. We got our powder packet, and then we're all gonna decide whether or not this snack is a smash or pass. Trevor, you're our unbiased judge who had nothing to do with this process.
Yes, I am merely an observer, a watcher,
A UN white hat.
and a taster. Do you go powder first when you make ramen, Josh?
Yeah, do you not?
After.
I go after.
What? Why?
I'm pouring. Oh.
Oh no!
Yeah.
Oh dear God!
It's been
confident.
12 days since our last scalded crotch in Mythical Kitchen. Wait, what? You had the powder after?
Yeah.
But I want all the flavors to infuse.
I don't think that's a real thing.
All right.
Okay.
Shut the lid. Now we have to wait 3 minutes. You're telling me I add this after?
I don't know. I don't think there's rules, Josh. I've just always added it after.
Oh.
Wow, look at those flavors infused. You got them
Yeah.
all on top of the dried noodle.
No, I normally add it and then pour the water on. Oh, now we have to wait 3 minutes. Open up this ramen, add in the seasoning packets,
God.
give it a nice little jimmy. I mean, this is so tough.
Holy freaking cannoli.
It's funny because it's creamy. I mean, we got all the powdered milk in there, and so it's given that creamy Oreo vibes.
What the
It
heck?
smells so good.
What's going on in here?
It smells good, but it's kind of got that weird, like, adding water to powdered milk isn't the same as drinking milk. Anyone
Yeah.
who grew up drinking powdered milk, I don't know how many of you there are out there, knows that it is not the same. That's kind of what we're working with. But if you're making a prepackaged food item, that's what
Yeah.
it is. It's like tinging the broth a little bit, that kind of like cocoa-y purplishness. I'm gonna just sip it real quick.
You're going in for a sip?
It's sweet, it's vanilla, it's milky, it's fatty.
Oh, good.
Oh my God.
I love it.
Oh my god, oh fudge,
It's so dude.
I messed up. This being absolutely molten hot, I act like this is the first time I've ever eaten ramen and burned the hell out of myself. No, you gotta burn the hell out of yourself when you're eating ramen. This is really interesting. There's things about this that I'm loving.
Well, it is winter in Los Angeles, which means it's a cool 55 degrees outside. And this is making me feel very cozy right now.
It's cozy. I mean, are there some drawbacks? Sure, it's Oreo flavored ramen. I get that criticism of it, but like, you know, there's some freaking fun and there's some magic going on in these bowls.
Are you eating this for like dinner or are you eating this for dessert?
That's a hell of a question. Half the time when I get home, I'm just eating like I'm making mug cakes for dinner.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So to me, there's no
Solid.
rules, just right. Welcome to Outback.
This is like a great hot cocoa substitute. You know, you're tired of the same old hot cocoa. You want something sweet, something warm, something to, you know, lift your spirits up. This it hits all those check boxes.
Because what's the one problem with hot cocoa? There's not enough spaghetti in it.
Exactly.
You can't chew hot cocoa.
Y'all ready to decide whether or not there's smashes or passes?
Yeah.
All right, everyone, pick up your paddles, and I'm gonna do
or pass.
a 3, 2, 1, and then afterwards, after 1. So we don't reveal on 1. We reveal on a silent 0.
Yeah, 3, 2, 1.
Yeah.
And then
we do it.
reveal.
All right.
Okay.
3, 2, 1, pause. 3, 2, 1.
No,
go.
it's gonna be on the same cadence as 3, 2, 1, go, and then it's there. So
Okay.
you would be, the way that you described would be 3, 2, 1, silent 0, and then we're at a -1. But we're going on the silent 0.
Okay.
So it's gonna be a 3, 2, 1, reveal.
Okay.
Okay, good. 3, 2, 1. This is an easy. Yeah, get out of here.
You
What?
did it on
no,
one.
No, but the problem is because I was flipping it. Okay, let's go back. 3, 2, 1. Holy fuck! Smash! That's crazy. First time I've ever seen it. Good job.
I didn't do anything.
Good job. Yeah. Well, hey, good job being here judging. This freaking rules.
This is really good.
This absolutely rules.
Yeah, I love it.
When would you eat this in the day?
I would think dessert probably.
Yeah. What if
but
you just had a big bowl of noodles for dinner? Would you then go to a big bowl of noodles for dessert?
Probably. I love
Actually,
noodles.
yes.
I love noodles.
This is like a nice little, you wake up on a cozy Saturday, you know, you sleep in a little bit, it's 10 in the morning, and I'm gonna curl up on the couch of the book and have a little Oreo ramen.
Oh, breakfast.
Kind of nice.
I'm gonna watch my little murder documentary.
Yeah, this is great.
I think there's a market for this for breakfast because they already make Oreo O's,
Yeah.
right? They got the Oreo flavored cereal.
Yeah.
Somehow we've convinced Americans that breakfast should just be chock full of sugar, and here we are. There's a ton of sugar in this. You know? I think we can start selling breakfast noodles. Noodles are commonly eaten for breakfast all across East Asia and Southeast Asia. I think we can bring this to the American market. I think Nissan and Nissan Bisco, everything in the world is gonna be one company in 10 years anyway. We know y'all are about to merge. Come to us for this idea. We'll sell it to you cheap.
Cheap.
We'll give you Trevor's unpaid labor.
What? No. Please don't.
You'll sweep the floors and you'll like it. Snack Smash is back, baby. I don't know what Lily's doing with all that white powder, but that's making me nervous. She's about to try and get me in on one of her weird pyramid schemes again. She gets all hopped up on that sugar. But for real, thanks y'all for coming on this journey, and thank you all for watching. If you're not subscribed to the channel, please subscribe to the channel. It costs $0. Why wouldn't you do it? All you have to do is click. It's one button that you click, and it would like mean a lot to me. If you wouldn't do that, I don't know what. Do you want me to, like, do you want me to give you money? Is that what you're after? All right, see ya. The Mythical Kitchen's favorite way to obliterate garlic, immortalized in t-shirt form. Get the Palm Heel Strike tee now at mythical.com.